My name is Adam and I was in Mr. Dewas' 6th period class last year, and I'm going to show you 10 ways to help you do better in this class. One of the ways you can do is, if you ever have any questions, you can go to Mr. Dewas' tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursdays after school. He'll never come in the morning because he needs to sleep. Another thing you can do is, if you ever have a question you can't get to tutoring, you can always email him. He'll usually give your email in the class, and most of the time he'll respond to you with the correct answer. One thing that you can do that will always keep you on top of the class, if you always copy down what he has at the front of the whiteboard, it'll really keep you up to date in what you're about to learn in that unit. And another habit that you really should not get into is one that I got into, is reading straight or Sunday. So when you wait for the last minute and read the chapter the day before the quiz, which I advise you not to do. One thing you can do is, if you think you haven't gotten enough studying in, you can always go to his website and review his PowerPoints. They're very helpful. I would advise you reviewing all of them and really focus on and take notes over what the PowerPoints have to say. They usually cover most of the stuff that's on the test. And another thing you can do that will probably make his day is if you laugh at his punny jokes. You know, some of the times they're funny, but other times they're not. But you just laugh at them anyway because you know you need to have them make a good day. But most of the time they're funny, and they usually have something to do with the topic we're learning. Another thing you need to do is just plain out read straighter. Don't skim through it. You actually need to read it, because if you just skim through it, you'll always go over something that he'll have in the quiz. Trust me, it's happened to me 1,000 times. Before each test, I would strongly advise you to go into his website and copying down the key terms. You can also do that for a quiz, but they're very helpful. They'll give you all the information you need over that chapter. Not all the time, they won't be over like the change in continuities, but it's pretty much the straight out facts that'll be on the test. Yeah. One of the things you can do before a test is, if you visit geta5.com, it'll really help you prepare for the next test. And if you also visit the Straighter Companion site, most of Mr. Dewas' questions are on that practice test, but you have to sign up for it, but just ask Mr. Dewas about it. But if you do the practice test and you do pretty good on it, then you're pretty much well set for that next coming test. Probably the best thing you can do is, if you want the best grade in this class, is if you do the extra credit. Now, believe it or not, this is pretty much the reason I passed this class, but it'll bump your test grade up 20 points, or your lowest quiz grade up 20 points. So it's pretty helpful, and all you really have to do is watch a movie and write about it. So I would strongly advise doing that, but most of the time I just did the test one because that's really the one that helped me. Now, I didn't have a card for this one, but I would strongly advise you not dropping the class. At the beginning of the year, I really considered it because it's a hard class, it's a college class. But you really need to just stick it out and read straight and just do all the stuff I told you. Now, if you have an extracurricular activity, then just find time to go to tutoring, and Mr. Dewas will really help you find time and help you study, because he was also a college athlete. So I would just strongly advise sticking it out, and it's really good preparation for the next AP classes you will take.